A dusty Toyota pulls up to a family compound in Nigeria. Out steps Chika, 23 years old, wearing his graduation gown like a crown. His mother, Mama, rushes toward him, dancing and shouting with joy. "My son. My university graduate," she cries, a wrapper flying as she celebrates. But here's the thing, while Mama dances like she's won the lottery, Chika's 3 older siblings stand on the veranda watching. And let me tell you, they are not happy. Their faces stone cold. Chika starts putting on this fake British accent, telling everyone how challenging Oxford was. Note, he actually went to University of Benin, not Oxford. But nobody calls him out because Mama is there, beaming with pride. The neighbors gather around, laughing at his jokes and taking photos. This guy is basking in their attention like he's some kind of celebrity. Then something interesting happens. During all this celebration, Chika pulls Mama aside. The music is loud, people are dancing, but if you listen carefully, you can hear him whisper, "Mama, that money we discussed." Mama looks nervous, glances around, and whispers back, "Not here, my son. Later." But Chika presses, "I need it soon. Very soon." And Mama nods. Just like that. But guess who's watching this entire exchange? Connor, the eldest brother. And trust me, he's suspicious as hell. Later that night, the whole family sits down for dinner. They're eating pounded yam and egusi soup, and Chika, this guy just won't stop talking. He starts going on about some brilliant business opportunity in import and export. Very lucrative, he says. His sister Ngozi asks the obvious question, with what capital? And here's where things get interesting. Chika gets this confident look on his face and says, "Mama understands vision when she sees it." Connor immediately calls him out, "Vision. You've never worked a single day in your life." But instead of backing down, Chika turns to Mama and says, "Mama, tell them about our arrangement." The room goes quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Mama starts fidgeting with her wrapper, clearly uncomfortable. Then Chika drops the bombshell, "She's giving me her savings. All of it." Chaos erupts. Ngozi's spoon hits the floor. Adiz is shocked. Connor looks like he wants to murder someone. "What?" Connor shouts. "Mama, that money was for your old age." But Mama defends her decision, "He is my last born. I trust him." Then Chika delivers the killing blow with this smug smile, "Actually, she already gave it to me yesterday." Connor lunges forward, ready to fight, but Adiz holds him back. The whole family is shouting now, but Mama silences them all, "My decision is final." The living room turns into a war zone. Everyone's screaming at once. Adiz yells, "Mama, you've raised a spoiled prince." Ngozi adds, "Why we work to support this family." Connor threatens legal action, "This is madness." And Chika. This guy has the audacity to laugh and say, "Legal action. With what money?" Connor charges at him, but Chika hides behind Mama like a coward. Just when you think this family drama can't get any worse, there's a knock at the door. In walks lawyer Williams with a briefcase full of documents. "Good evening," he says calmly. "I have documents requiring urgent attention." "What documents?" Connor asks. "Property transfer papers. Someone initiated proceedings to divide this compound." Every eye in the room turns to Chika. And this guy just shrugs like it's nothing. "Business requires collateral," he says casually. Adiz is horrified, "You're selling our family home." Mama turns to him, "Chika, you promised." "Mama, trust the process," he interrupts. Connor begs the lawyer to stop everything, but it's too late. The papers are already signed. The shock of this betrayal hits Mama so hard, she staggers and grabs her chest. Her own son, well, the son she raised, just sold their family home from under them. When family drama gets this big in a Nigerian village, it doesn't stay private. The whole extended family and village elders gather under a big tree to settle the matter. Elder Johnson calls for truth. Connor explains how Mama spoiled Chika beyond reason, and now he's stealing their inheritance. Chika defends himself, "I'm investing in our future." But then Uncle Emeka, who's clearly been drinking, decides to share his wisdom. "Let me tell you about spoiled children," he says, swaying. In 1987, young Chika here. Adis interrupts, "Uncle, he was 2 years old in 1987. Uncle Emeka pauses, confused, "Was he?" In 1997 then. Even in this tense moment, people can't help but laugh. The drunk uncle is providing comic relief nobody asked for. Ngozi brings up the real issue: who paid school fees? Who sacrificed? The favoritism in this family is destroying us. Mama insists she loves all her children equally, but Connor explodes, "Equally? You gave him everything while we struggled." That's when Chika has had enough. He stands up dramatically and declares, "I don't need this embarrassment. This family will regret pushing me away." He storms off, kicking up dust clouds like some kind of dramatic movie villain. Elder Johnson calls after him, "Pride comes before a fall, young man." Truer words were never spoken. For a brief moment, it looks like Chika might actually succeed. He opens this flashy shop in the market called Chika Global Imports. He's dressed in expensive agbada, wearing a gold watch, posing like he owns the world. "Quality goods from overseas," he announces to customers. "Your boy has connections." The market women are impressed. "University graduate turned businessman," they whisper. Chika's loving every second of it. He's spending money like water, expensive dinners, designer clothes, living his best life. But here's the thing about get-rich-quick schemes: they usually don't work. His business partner Jide approaches him nervously one day, "Chika, we need to discuss finances." But Chika waves him off. What's to discuss? Money flows like water. Big mistake. The next morning, Chika arrives at his shop to find nothing. Empty shelves, broken windows, scattered papers everywhere. A vendor nearby delivers the devastating news: "Your partner cleared everything out yesterday." "Where's Jide?" Chika asks, panic setting in. "Gone. With your money and stock." Just like that, Chika's empire crumbles. His closest friend, the person he trusted most, has run off with everything. The golden boy who thought he was untouchable is left staring at his ruined dreams in the market square. But the story doesn't end there. Because while Chika is dealing with his business failure, Mama is making an unthinkable sacrifice. Later at night, in her room, she's counting crumpled naira notes under a dim lamp. A land buyer sits across from her, impatiently waiting. "Final offer," he says. "Take it or leave it." And Mama, this woman who's already given her life savings to her son, reluctantly agrees to sell her land. The land that's been in their family for generations. The next morning, the neighbors are gossiping loudly. Mama sold her land for that boy. Last born Wala. That child will finish her. Connor overhears and rushes inside to confront Mama. "What have you done?" he demands. "He needs another chance," she responds quietly. Adis and Ngozi join the confrontation. "You've sacrificed everything for his foolishness. While he mocks us behind our backs." That's when Chika walks in, disheveled and desperate from his business failure. "Mama, I need help," he stammers. "Connor's had enough, now you come crawling back." But before anyone can say another word, Mama tries to stand and suddenly collapses. "Can't breathe," she gasps. The woman who gave everything for her children is literally dying from the stress of it all. At the hospital, Dr. Adialu delivers news that changes everything. Her condition is critical, he explains to the family. Advanced hypertension, possible heart complications. How critical? Connor asks, though he's afraid of the answer. Without immediate treatment, days, maybe a week. The siblings turn on Chika with fury. See what your greed has done. Your stress killed her slowly. Chika's finally starting to understand the gravity of what he's done. I didn't mean for this to happen. But meaning doesn't matter now. The doctor explains that surgery requires a deposit of 2 million naira. Silence. Nobody has that kind of money. And why? Because Chika spent it all. Because I spent it all, he admits quietly, the weight of his actions crushing him. Then Mama stirs weakly, and blood starts trickling from her lips. She can barely speak. My children, don't fight. But without payment, the doctor cannot proceed with treatment. The woman who sacrificed everything for her family is dying, and there's nothing they can do about it. The irony is devastating. The very person Mama gave everything to save is the reason she's dying. What happens next shows us who Chika really is underneath all that arrogance. He swallows his pride completely. This university graduate starts taking the most humiliating jobs you can imagine, loading cement bags until his back is breaking, sweeping market gutters while people laugh at him, even performing comedy for small change. University graduate carrying blocks, the construction foreman mocks. Life humbles everyone. Workers laugh at him, but Chika endures it silently. Every naira he earns, he counts carefully. This is a man who used to spend money like water, now collecting coins like they're precious gems. Day after day, he works these menial jobs, his dignity completely stripped away. But he doesn't give up. Finally, he returns to the hospital with his crumpled earnings, hope in his eyes. But the receptionist crushes that hope immediately. This isn't nearly enough. Please, he begs, just let me see her. Then comes the blow that breaks him completely. She's no longer here. Chika panics. Where is she? Discharged herself this morning. Against medical advice. Said she didn't want to be a burden. The words hit him like physical blows. While he was out trying to earn money to save her, Mama gave up on herself. She left the hospital because she didn't want to be a burden to the family she'd already sacrificed everything for. Back at home, Mama lies on her bed surrounded by her children. Her breathing is labored, but there's peace in her eyes. I've been selfish, she whispers. Keeping secrets. Save your strength, Mama, Connor pleads. But Mama knows her time is running out. No. You need to know, before I go. Adis tries to stay positive. Don't talk like that. Gather close. All of you, Mama insists. They form a circle around her bed. Chika kneels beside her, tears flowing freely. For the first time in this entire story, his arrogance is completely gone. Mama, I'm so sorry. For everything, he cries. Mama touches his face gently. My boy, there's something about you, about us. I should have told you long ago. What is it, Mama? Ngozi asks. The truth about our family. About why I protected him so much. She closes her eyes, summoning her last bit of strength. Some secrets hurt more than lies. Just tell us, Mama, Connor says. And what she's about to reveal will change everything this family thought they knew about themselves. Mama's voice trembles as she speaks the words that will shatter everything. Chika, you are not my biological son. The silence is deafening. Chika's face crumbles as if his entire world just collapsed, because it did. What? He whispers. Your mother, my younger sister, died giving birth to you. Adis gasps, Auntie Kemi. I promised her. I would raise you as my own. Love you, protect you. Chika stands up, staggering. My whole life has been a lie. I overcompensated, Mama confesses. Gave you everything because guilt consumed me. The revelation hits the other siblings like a slap. Connor explodes with 23 years of suppressed resentment, so all along, the rest of us were never enough for you. Ngozi adds bitterly, we sacrificed for a stranger. But it's Chika who's most destroyed. I don't belong here, he says, backing toward the door. You are my son. Mama cries. Blood doesn't make family. You let me believe. You let me think I was special, Chika's voice breaks. You were special. Too special. Connor shouts. The truth is out, and it's uglier than anyone imagined. Mama's overwhelming love for Chika wasn't favoritism, it was guilt. Guilt over her sister's death, guilt over raising someone else's child, guilt that consumed her and destroyed her family's balance. You have every right to hate me, Chika tells his siblings. He turns toward the door, ready to disappear forever. Chika, please don't leave me. Not now, Mama pleads. But he's already gone, swallowed by the night. Chika wanders to the village outskirts, the weight of 23 years of lies crushing his spirit. He sits by an old tree, head in his hands. 23 years of lies, he tells himself. 23 years of being a burden. Every memory takes on new meaning. Mama's excessive protection, his siblings' resentment, his own arrogance, it all makes terrible sense now. I destroyed them. I destroyed her, he realizes. Meanwhile, back at home, Mama's condition worsens dramatically. Her breathing becomes irregular, and Dr. Adialo arrives unexpectedly with urgent test results. Where is she? He asks frantically. The lab results, there's something we missed. He checks Mama's pulse, and his expression grows grave. Her heart is failing faster than expected. Where's Chika? He ran away. After learning the truth, Ngozi explains. She's calling for him. You need to find him quickly. But Connor's had enough, why should we? He's caused enough damage. That's when Adiz says something that changes everything, because she's dying, Connor. And he's still our brother. Blood or no blood, family is family. And sometimes, that means forgiving the unforgivable. At dawn, Chika returns to the compound. But this isn't the arrogant boy who left. This is a broken man who finally understands the price of his selfishness. His siblings wait on the veranda, and instead of walking in with his usual swagger, Chika kneels. I don't deserve forgiveness, he says, tears streaming down his face. But I'm begging for it. Connor's anger is still raw, you've destroyed everything we worked for. I know, Chika admits. I was arrogant, selfish, entitled. I took your mother's love and twisted it into greed. But Adiz corrects him on something important, she's our mother, Chika. Blood or no blood. Help me save her. Please, Chika pleads. I'll spend my life making amends. For the first time in 23 years, his siblings see him not as a spoiled child, but as a man taking responsibility for his actions. Get up, Ngozi says softly. We are family. Family doesn't kneel to family. They pull him to his feet and embrace him. The healing begins. Inside Mama's room, all 4 children surround her bed, hands joined. Mama opens her eyes and sees what she'd fought her whole life to create, her children united. My children, united at last, she whispers with a weak smile. Mama, I'm sorry. For everything, Chika says. You found your way home. That's all that matters. We'll find the money for your treatment, Connor promises. But Mama's at peace now, I'm not afraid anymore. I did my best, raised you all with love. Her eyes close slowly, a serene smile on her lips. She's surrounded by the love she fought so hard to protect. Mama. Mama. Adiz cries. But she's gone. Her mission is complete. This story teaches us something profound about family, love, and the price of secrets. Mama's favoritism wasn't born from cruelty, it came from guilt and love twisted together in the most human way possible. She tried to honor her sister's memory by giving Chika everything, but in doing so, she created the very monster who would destroy her. Parents must balance love with discipline. When we shield our children from consequences, we don't protect them, we cripple them. Chika's entitlement grew from Mama's guilt, and it nearly destroyed them all. But the most powerful lesson: family isn't about blood. It's about choosing to love each other despite the flaws, the mistakes, the years of resentment. When Chika finally humbled himself and asked for forgiveness, his siblings chose love over anger. In the end, Mama's greatest gift wasn't her money or her protection. It was teaching her children that redemption is always possible for those humble enough to seek it, and that real family means standing together when everything falls apart. The last born finally learned what it means to be part of a family, not to take, but to give. Not to demand, but to serve. Not to expect forgiveness, but to earn it. And sometimes, that lesson is worth more than all the money in the world.